Hello, children. Today we are going to start with a new chapter of social science from the book Looking Around. Chapter 17, Nandita in Mumbai. Children, let's start the chapter with mind mapping. What comes into your mind when you hear the topic Nandini in Mumbai? Yes, we are talking about Nandini's visit to Mumbai. So let's see what comes into your mind. The first thing that comes into our mind is Mumbai is the capital of Maharashtra. It is a big city. It has many facilities. It also has many beaches. But one more thing is there, it is very crowded and lots of slums are there. Children, let's learn about the aims and objectives of studying this chapter. To know about city Mumbai, to understand the difference between village life and city life, to know about problems in slum area. After reading this chapter, we will come to know the difference between the high-rise building and the small houses where other children live, and the problems in slum areas and what are slums. We will come to know about them. In this chapter, we will come to know about the story of a girl named Nandini who lives in a small village and comes to Mumbai for her mother's treatment. She lives in a village and came to Mumbai a month ago to admit her mother for the treatment. Nandini and her mother got off the train at Mumbai railway station. Her mama was about to come to receive them, but the railway station was so crowded. Nandini got scared and she caught hold of her mother's hand and started thinking, how would mama find them in the crowd? Then loudly mama called them from back, Nandini, Nandini. Nandini greeted her mama and they moved out of the station to go to Mama's house. While on their way, she saw huts lined all around the narrow street. Mama, Mami, their two daughters, and son all live in one room. Nandini's house in village also has only one room, but they have different places for cooking and for bathing. And they also had a courtyard outside, whereas it was not there in Mumbai. Children, you will come to know about the water crisis in Mumbai. Mami, Seema, and Nandini get up at 4 o'clock every morning and go to the public tap to fill the water. And there are fights for water. If they are little late, then they are not able to fill water for the day. Nandini describes that in village also they do not have any tap. They used to go to pond for filling the water, which is just 20 minutes walk from their house. But there were no fights for the water. But in Mumbai, due to water crisis in the slum area, there is always a fight for water. In the street where her mama lives, there is a toilet at one end for all the people. Everyone in the street uses that toilet. It is always very dirty and smells so bad. But Nandini is getting used to all this. Every day, Nandini goes to the hospital to see her mother. At first, She was too scared to get into such crowded buses. But now she is no more afraid and has become used to it. She has to buy ticket and she knows where to get down. Her mommy works in 7 houses nearby their house in tall buildings. One day, Nandini went with her mommy and saw the buildings. She thought it was one big house, but when she reached there, she came to know there were many houses, one on top of another, and she started wondering how would they climb so many stairs. But there was a lift to take people up and down. Lift is like a big cage with fan, light and even a bell. And people press different buttons to reach their floors. First, Mommy took her to Bablu's house. His house was big and it was on 12th floor. It had many rooms, one to sit in, one to eat, one to cook in, and they had toilet also in the house. And Mommy used to clean their house. Mama had promised Nandini that he would take her to see Mumbai around. But nowadays, her mama is very much worried and very upset because they have to move from the place where they were living. Last week, some people had come with a notice that everyone should move out of this place and they are going to build a big hotel at this place. They got notice third time to leave the place. People who live there have been given another place to make their houses, which was quite far off, and Mama was very upset about it because Mommy had to leave all the work here, and the place did not have any drinking water, no electricity, so it would be very difficult for them to manage their life in new places. And moreover, Mama had to find a new job there itself. Let's learn some new terms that we have learned in this chapter. Remember to have something in your mind. Narrow, having only short distance from side to side. Beach, a long stretch of sand along the sea. Lift, to move somebody or something to a higher level. As we have seen in the chapter, high rise buildings have lifts. That is a box like structure which carries people to the higher level and brings them down from the higher level to the lower level. So they would not have to come down through the stairs. Chopati, it is a sea beach in Mumbai along the Queen's Necklace, adjoining Marine Drive in Goregaon. Thank you, and I hope the concept is clear to you.